Hi, my name is Sarah Cilio, and I'm going to introduce you to a website called LibraryThing.com. Here you can see the LibraryThing homepage. The purpose of LibraryThing is to act like a virtual bookshelf that you can share with others. They call themselves the world's largest book club. Unlike Goodreads, members can tag books for easier searching and can only add up to 200 books for free. After that, members can pay $10 per year or $25 for life. Before signing up, you can take a tour of the site where potential members can find out just why they would want to sign up. The tour explains that members can have a personal account or an organizational account. Even though they call themselves the world's largest book club, you can also have your account settings set to private. And searching on the site seems very straightforward. Seekers can search by title, author, or ISBN number and can manually add what books the site doesn't have. And they claim to have 90 million titles, so I'm sure that doesn't happen very often. Members can make their own profiles for their account, and the books they add are part of what the site calls like their catalog. I know Goodreads has like shelves, and so LibraryThing calls your account your catalog. And I'm also not sure if you can do this on Goodreads, but LibraryThing allows you to print a copy of your catalog, which seems pretty cool. But if you have a lot of books, it's going to be a lot of paper. An aspect of the site that LibraryThing seems to favor is group discussion. People can tag what they're reading or have read to help others find books that they would enjoy, create groups about authors, series, genres, just about anything. Local groups can put people in touch with others close by, and even their own local library if they have their own catalog. Groups can even have their own projects. This would be quite useful for libraries who have their own catalogs to get some of their patrons involved with library activities. The talk page is a message board that will show some of the conversations groups have been having, or people who are not involved in groups but just have like a general question or topic that they want to discuss. Zeitgeist is a page of stats and rankings, which is good for some people who just want to see what's popular or what to avoid without being distracted by reviews. LibraryThing also has a store where you can buy t-shirts and other sort of merchandise with their logo on it. They also have a wiki that explains the site and a local page that shows you local bookstores, libraries, and other sorts of book festivals. This has been a brief overview of LibraryThing. I will now pass it over to Constance Lee, who will give you a step-by-step look at how to use this site.
Okay, my name is Connie Lee, and I'm going to give a step-by-step demonstration of how to use LibraryThing to create a book catalog. It's a really cool tool to use if you own a lot of books. It's online, so when you are contemplating purchasing a book that looks good, if you have a smartphone, you can access LibraryThing and see if you already own the book. It's very easy to use, and it gets its information about the books from Amazon. There are many different tools to use for categorizing your books. I'm going to demonstrate my personal collection, and I have not made use of many of the features because I've just started using it. At the moment, I'm just adding my books. Once I have all my books entered, I can rate them. I can use book tags to make comments. There's a wish book section where you can record books you'd like to read but you don't own or haven't read yet. There's a section for recording books you do own or you do not own but you have read. And LibraryThing will give recommendations for other books to read based upon the types of books you have entered into the catalog. There's also a section for recommendations of books from other LibraryThing users. And there's a talk forum where you can engage with other LibraryThing users. Okay, I'm going to go to my demonstration now. Okay, we're going to talk about LibraryThing. And start off, you go to www.librarything.com. And if you don't have a membership, you become a member, you hit join now, and it'll open a box where you can put in a username and a password and confirm it and put in an email address so that you can recover your password if you forget it. Then you would click join now. I'm already a member, so I'm going to click already a member, and I'm going to click sign in. And we come in, here's what it looks like when you come into it. These are my personal books that I've added. And to add a book, you go to Add Books to your library, and it just brings up a single box, and you can do it by title, by author, or ISBN. And we'll start off. We'll do one by title. I don't or by title, which is not how I normally do it, but I want to show you how they all three work. And it brings up a list, and this is my book. So I just click on it, and it's been added to my group. So to do it by author, you type the author's name and hit enter, and it brings up a list of books by that author. And this is my book, so I'm just going to click enter. And to do it by ISBN, you just type in the ISBN on the back of the book, on the back of the book, or on the title, on the back, on the verso of the title page. Oops, must not have typed it right. There we go. And we just click on the book. And that's how you add books. So then go back, you can go to your books, and it just shows all of your books in no particular order. You can go home. On the home page, it shows your books. It also shows recent recommendations. It has a place for tags, which I don't use. And it has a place where you can have a wish list where you can put in books that you want to purchase, or books that you want to read, or books that you've read but you don't own. You can put in the books that you're currently reading. These are recent automatic recommendations. These are recommendations given by LibraryThing based on the types of books that you have put into your catalog. And then the next category is recent member recommendations. These are recommendations by other people in LibraryThing. Member gallery is a place where you can put pictures. And down here is a topic forum where you can click and you can go in and you can contribute to the conversations that are going on. And that's just about everything that there is. I mean, it can be as simple or as complex as you want it to be. But for me, I'm just using it to make a collection of my books so that I know what I have. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Shannon O'Leary, and I'm going to talk about LibraryThing and how librarians and libraries can use this site. So LibraryThing is a unique site with many different features that can really help librarians gain access to information they might need on books, authors, local events, and other information they might want. So I'm going to start by talking about work pages, which comes up when you click on a book and you have like a listing of information on the book. That information is gained from Amazon.com, the Library of Congress, and over 680 different libraries worldwide. So this will show you who else has the book, what they think of it. It'll also give you a glimpse into a couple different reviews, so you can kind of see whether people think of it negatively, positively, and just give you a vague idea before you maybe purchase the book. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is author pages. You can kind of check out what the author has written, get a little bit of background, and see if there's any events going on in the area by them, if they're going to participate in any book signings. And you can find out that also by going to Library Local. Library Local connects you to local bookstores, libraries, book festivals, author readings, signings, etc. You can also post your own events on this place. So if, for example, your library is having a book sale, you can post this information to LibraryThing, as well as a link to your own website so people can be aware that you are hosting an event. Zeitgeist is another feature that is really fascinating. This one is full of facts and figures, really, about the top 25 books, the top 75 authors, and this is all according to this one website right here, as well as Amazon.com and other libraries. So it can also help you see which books and which authors are the most popular. So when you're thinking about what do I buy with my book budget, this is a really good feature that can really help you with that. So what LibraryThing can offer for small businesses and small libraries is they can offer their own online public access catalog. So LibraryThing can actually be run as a catalog. So rather than paying for a catalog, you could just use this website right here. If you already have an online public access catalog, you can integrate the LibraryThing social data into the library's own online public access catalog. And this would allow you to add tag-based book browsing, book recommendations, ratings, reviews, series data, awards information, stack maps, virtual shelf browsers. It also has, LibraryThing also provides a custom app that allows patrons to use the catalog, renew books, place holds on any mobile device provided you have a web service. Widgets are another feature. They are little bits of code that allow you to show featured or new books on your own web page. And finally, data. Any non-commercial enterprise can use LibraryThing's APIs, which are full of book-related data, which allows you to search by ISBN or other obscure categories.
Hello, I'm Heather Yeager, and to conclude this video, I will be evaluating the technology of LibraryThing. The website uses text processing or indexing, which allows each user to assign descriptive metadata in the form of tags for their own personal library collection. LibraryThing searches Amazon.com, the Library of Congress, and Z3950, which is an international standard client-server application layer communications protocol for searching and retrieving information from a database over a TCP/IP computer network. All of the tags created for each book form a tag cloud. The word that is associated most often with a certain book has a bigger text. By having their users create their own metadata, their users are simultaneously providing relevance feedback. LibraryThing works like your normal online public access catalog. The system uses a keyword search. You can search by typing in tags, authors, titles, ISBNs, and subjects. What makes this ILS formidable, though, is its social networking design. By incorporating social media into the system, one can meet and discuss with others based on their similar literary interests. One can also find links to Amazon.com, their Kindle webpage, and the Library of Congress. As you might have noticed, LibraryThing is not an open access website. If you want to catalog more than 200 books, you must sign up for a paid membership. LibraryThing meets UX standards by giving users access to information they didn't realize they needed. Tim Spalding, the developer of LibraryThing, demonstrates this in a YouTube video that shows how contributors can provide information most online public access catalogs don't include, like characters and places within the books, which can then be used in a cross-reference search, giving you all the books that those characters and places are in. My main issue with the system is that the amount of information given a particular book is dependent on the content provided by its users. This makes it an amazing tool for popular works, yet books with less exposure have little to no content to them. While creating my own account, I encountered this several times with my academic literature. When I searched for a book published by the Society of American Archivists, for example, the book didn't even have an author listed, merely the name and that it was a second edition. But by creating my own metadata for those books, I am contributing to the overall productivity of the site. This makes it a more flexible OPAC than most. I hope you have enjoyed our presentation, and we encourage you to explore LibraryThing so you too can create your own personal library. Thanks.